Jung once said that within each of us exists a mystery so deep that when we explore it, we don't just find answers. We uncover the key to transforming our lives. Yet so often we look outward for solutions. We search for validation, for love, for purpose in the external world, hoping to find something or someone that will make us feel whole. But Jung challenges us to shift our perspective. He invites us to turn inward. Why do so many of us feel lost, disconnected, or unfulfilled? It's not because the world has failed us. It's because we have stopped listening to ourselves. We have stopped prioritizing our own needs, our own truths, and our most authentic essence. Think about it. How many times have you placed the needs of others above your own, perhaps in a relationship, at work, or even among friends and family? Little by little, you have dimmed your own light, molding yourself to fit expectations that may not even align with your own values. And while you do this, something deep inside you whispers, "When will it be my turn?" Jung tells us that this whisper is not just a fleeting thought. It is a call from your unconscious. It is your true self demanding attention, urging you to recognize its importance. Real healing cannot come from external sources. No matter how much you seek love, validation, or approval from others, if you haven't given that love to yourself first, you will always feel an emptiness. But that emptiness is not a flaw. It is a signal. It is your unconscious telling you that it's time for change. It's time to look inward, to confront the parts of yourself that you have ignored or oppressed for so long. Perhaps you have felt this call in moments of crisis, a breakup, a job that no longer fulfills you, a constant sense of emotional exhaustion. These moments, though painful, are opportunities. Jung believed that the unconscious never abandons us. It constantly sends us signals, and those signals often arrive in the form of chaos. But chaos is not something to fear. It is a message. It is a clear sign that something in your life is not aligned with your true self. When you prioritize others over yourself, you are sending a message to the universe and to your own unconscious that you do not consider yourself valuable enough. But Jung reminds us that our relationship with ourselves defines everything else. If you do not treat yourself with love, respect, and care, how can you expect the world to do so? The first step toward change is to listen. Listen to that discomfort, that dissatisfaction. Stop trying to silence it with external distractions and allow yourself to feel it, to understand it. Because beneath that discomfort lies a truth waiting to be discovered, the truth of who you really are. And to reach that truth, you must prioritize yourself. You must make yourself an absolute priority. Imagine for a moment how your life would change if you truly prioritized yourself, if every decision you made, from the smallest to the most significant, aligned with what you truly need and what makes you feel alive. For many, this might seem like an impossible dream, but Jung shows us that it is not only possible, it is essential for our healing and growth. The problem is that we have been conditioned to believe that prioritizing ourselves is selfish. We were taught that taking care of others, sacrificing our desires, and always putting others first is the right thing to do. And while helping others is noble, doing so at the expense of our essence leaves us empty. Jung spoke of the importance of integrating all parts of ourselves, including those we suppress. And often, the part we suppress the most is the one crying out for attention, for self-love. That internal disconnection does not disappear simply because we ignore it. It manifests in other ways, in draining relationships, in jobs that leave us unfulfilled, in that constant feeling that something is missing. And the most painful truth is that the more you ignore your true self, the more intense that emptiness becomes. Jung said that there is no greater burden than living a life that is not authentic. 2. Prioritize yourself means to make peace with your shadows. It means to look at those parts of yourself that make you uncomfortable, that scare you, and understand that they are not your enemies. They are simply parts of you that need to be acknowledged, because at the end of the day, the only person who will be with you every step of your life is yourself. And if you do not prioritize yourself, who will? Many people believe that prioritizing themselves means saying no to others, but that's not true. Prioritizing yourself means saying yes to you. It means giving yourself permission to rest when you need to pursue your dreams, and to surround yourself with people who truly value you. It means understanding that your time, your energy, and your love are valuable and should not be wasted on things or people that do not resonate with you. Jung spoke of the process of individuation, the journey toward becoming who you truly are. This process does not happen automatically. It requires intention, effort, and above all, courage. Because prioritizing yourself will not always be easy. There will be people who don't understand, who may even be upset that you are no longer putting their needs above your own. But Jung reminds us that this is the price of authenticity, and while it may be difficult, it is also incredibly liberating. When you decide to prioritize yourself, something incredible begins to happen. It's as if the universe, seeing your decision to value yourself, starts to respond differently. The people who drained you begin to fade away, and in their place, new people appear, people who inspire you, who support you, who vibrate at the same frequency as you. This is not a coincidence. Carl Jung called it synchronicity, those seemingly random yet profoundly meaningful events that occur when you are aligned with yourself. Synchronicity is not just a coincidence. It is a confirmation that you are on the right path. But to reach this point, you must be brutally honest with yourself. Ask yourself what relationships, habits, or beliefs are blocking your growth. What are you holding on to that no longer resonates with you? These are not easy questions to answer, but they are necessary. Jung once said, "We cannot change anything unless we accept it first, and to accept something, we must first confront it." One of the greatest obstacles we face is the fear of letting go. We cling to what is familiar, even if it hurts us, because the unknown terrifies us. But Jung taught that true growth only happens when we dare to explore those unknowns within ourselves. That fear you feel is not a signal to stop. It is an invitation to move forward, because on the other side of that fear is the version of yourself that you have always longed to become. When you begin to prioritize yourself, you do more than just heal your inner wounds. You shift the very dynamics of your relationships. You stop accepting less than you deserve. You stop surrounding yourself with people who do not value your time and energy. And most importantly, you start setting boundaries, because we cannot give to others what we do not give to ourselves. Prioritizing yourself also means reconnecting with your dreams. Jung reminds us that life has meaning when we live in alignment with our essence, and that essence can only be defined by you. This journey is not linear. There will be days when you feel inspired, but there will also be days when you doubt yourself and when external noise tries to silence your inner voice. In those moments, remember this: every small step you take toward your authenticity is an act of courage, and that courage does not just transform your life. It inspires others to do the same. Prioritizing yourself does not mean being perfect or having all the answers. It means being honest with yourself, listening to your needs, and respecting your limits. Carl Jung said that the journey toward wholeness begins when we accept our shadows, those parts of ourselves that we have avoided or rejected for so long. Those shadows hold immense power, but Jung explained that integrating them not only liberates us, but also grants us access to a source of energy and creativity that was previously blocked. When you choose to embrace every part of yourself, you begin to live from a place of authenticity. And when you live authentically, the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences start to flow into your life. One of the biggest fears when prioritizing ourselves is the fear of rejection. We worry that by setting boundaries, the people we love will abandon us. But Jung reminds us that the relationships truly worth keeping are those that respect our authenticity. If someone walks away because you choose to prioritize yourself, then that person was not meant to be in your life for the long term. When you begin to prioritize yourself, something magical happens. The dynamics in your life start to change. Relationships that once felt draining either begin to transform or naturally dissolve. This is not an accident. It is a reflection of your inner growth. As you evolve, the universe aligns to support that evolution. Jung taught us that relationships act as mirrors. What we project onto others is a direct reflection of what is happening within us. If you do not value yourself, you will attract people who do not value you either. But the moment you begin to prioritize yourself, you set a new standard, and the people in your life react to that change. Some may not understand your decision to prioritize yourself. They might accuse you of being selfish or distant. But these reactions are nothing more than reflections of their own insecurities. Jung would call these responses projections, expressions of their inner struggles rather than genuine reflections of you. That is why it is crucial not to take them personally. At the end of the day, prioritizing yourself is not about others. It is about you. It is about honoring your truth and choosing what is best for your well-being. But often, the greatest resistance does not come from others. It comes from within. A small voice in your mind might whisper, "Who am I to put myself first? Isn't it my responsibility to take care of others?" This voice is not yours. It is the result of years of conditioning from a culture that often glorifies self-sacrifice. But Jung reminds us that we cannot give to others what we do not have for ourselves. If you do not cultivate your own well-being, you cannot genuinely offer it to others. Prioritizing yourself also means learning to let go of what no longer serves you: toxic relationships, destructive habits, and limiting beliefs. Letting go is rarely easy. We often cling to what is familiar because it gives us a false sense of security. But Jung teaches us that true security comes from within, not from external circumstances. When you release what no longer belongs to you, you create space for what is truly meant for you. It is like tending a garden. By removing the weeds, you allow the flowers to flourish. This process can be uncomfortable at first, but the results are transformative. You begin to attract relationships that nourish you, opportunities that inspire you, and experiences that resonate with your deep truth. And then something powerful happens. You realize that you do not need to justify your worth. You do not need to prove to anyone that you deserve happiness or that your dreams are valid. Your worth is inherent simply because you exist. This realization changes everything. It frees you from the constant pursuit of external validation and grants you permission to live life on your own terms. The journey to this transformation is not quick or linear. There will be moments of doubt, but every time you choose to prioritize yourself, you take one more step toward wholeness. And although the work is internal, its effects ripple into every area of your life, your relationships, your career, your health, and most importantly, your inner peace. The inner peace that comes from prioritizing yourself is priceless. It is as if after years of living in a constant state of tension, you can finally take a deep breath. This peace does not mean that life will be perfect. It means that regardless of the challenges you face, you remain grounded in yourself and in your truth. Carl Jung taught that true power does not come from external control, but from connection with our inner essence. When you start living from a place of authenticity, life becomes simpler. You free yourself from the need to please everyone and start focusing on what truly matters: your purpose, your passions, and your well-being. Jung spoke of the self as the core of our psyche, the center that balances our conscious and unconscious. Prioritizing yourself is an act of connection with that self. It is recognizing that your life has value not because of what you do or what others think of you, but simply because you exist. This realization is profoundly liberating. As you transform, you also transform the world around you. Jung believed that the connection between our inner world and the external world is undeniable. When you begin to heal internally, you start to see how your relationships and surroundings align with this new version of yourself. This transformation may be subtle at first. Perhaps you notice that certain people begin to drift away while others enter your life with a completely different energy, one that resonates with your newfound sense of self. Maybe you suddenly experience a clarity that you lacked before, or you find yourself making decisions with more confidence and fewer doubts. These are the natural results of prioritizing yourself, of listening to your needs, and of honoring what truly matters to you. When you start to make yourself a priority, something within you shifts in an irreversible way. It's as if everything that once seemed impossible suddenly begins to make sense. You come to the powerful realization that you don't need external validation. Instead, you begin to understand that your greatest power comes from within. Carl Jung left us with a profound message. The power you seek is already inside you. Your task is to dare to explore it. This journey is not easy, but it is the most rewarding path you can take. When you choose to prioritize yourself, you are telling the world that you deserve to live a life that is true to who you are, and that decision doesn't just affect you. It has a ripple effect. Your courage becomes a beacon of light for others who are searching for their own strength. By choosing to heal and to stand in your own power, you become a living example for others. Now it's your turn to take action. Reflect on your life and ask yourself, what can I do today to prioritize myself? Maybe it means setting a boundary, or perhaps it's as simple as taking a quiet moment to truly listen to what your heart needs. What matters is that you take it. Every action counts. And here's the most important part. This is not a journey you have to take alone. We are in this together. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to be a part of this growing community. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below and tell me what part of this message spoke to your heart or what change you are willing to make starting today. Your experience could be the inspiration that someone else needs to take their first step. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming messages. Every time you interact with this content, you are helping to build a community where knowledge and personal growth can flourish. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for being part of this transformation. I'll see you in the next video, and never forget, the change you seek starts within you.